Hello everybody. Trying to show y'all something I find on the road. Piece of rope. We're gonna say it's 4 foot long. I don't think it's quite 4 foot. They use this to when they ship and haul pipe. They put it around there and secure it with zip ties and stuff, and that way they can stack pipe on the trailer. And I find this stuff laying around. The blue rope is the better of the 3 that I have seen or dealt with. But you can see it's just stuff you can find and save. And I think I got a yellow one. I'll show you the difference. But here we have 4 big strands of rope. In that, there's individual little strands. See, they're nice and neat strands. So there's a lot of use for this. You can just break all these strands down. It's real easy. Take it apart. I'm afraid if I had a bigger truck, I would have a lot of more stuff. But I don't know. I just find stuff, and what can I do with this? What can I use this for? You know. And if you drive around in a truck, or you want to tie something up on top of your SUV, this is good. I'm gonna pull this one apart here so I can break it down even more. So there's 4 big strands. I'm gonna try to. It's kind of windy outside, so I don't think you would get a good video shot of this. I'll break this on down here. Alright, there's 1 strand. I'm going to set this over here in the floorboard. But anyway, here's this strand here, but there's also these little bitty ones. So, okay, I'm not going to pull it all the way out. Well, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in this right here. Pretty good deal. Now the only thing some people might not like is being in that form of that big rope. It's kind of curly cute, but hey, it's good. So let's see how good of a knot it will hold. That's pretty tight right there. The question is, if I can go with the spin on this rope, how easy is it to untie? If you go with the spin of the rope, looks like I can get that untied pretty good. So, see, coming out. So, that's a good rope. Now, there's, I don't know if we could use any of these little strands. And I'm not going to sit here and count them things. But I bet there's probably at least 20 little bitty pieces. I'm going to try to get one of them out here just long enough so we can see what kind of knot it'll hold. It might be a little difficult. you never know what you'll find in various places, so you got to keep your eye out, keep an open mind. Well, that's pretty strong there. I can't break it with my hands, but that could be useful. You can use it for a thread. I'm gonna try a little bit harder. I don't know. Ah, there it is. It broke. So that's good. You can use it for a thread or fishing line or something like that, and you know, you run into a situation. But this right here, there ain't no way. You know, that's pretty strong. So always look for stuff like that. That'll end up in my trailer. No, something else I found too. The yellow boat is it's too, doesn't hold a knot good or anything, and they use it, I guess, for smaller pipe or bigger pipe, I don't know. And I found this. It was part of a shipping of crates. They used this, and they threw it away. But this is like a belt type thing, and you probably couldn't pull a car out of a steep ditch, but you can pull it on a flat surface. This stuff is strong, and I've used it to tie stuff down in my back of my truck. A little tidbit on tying stuff down in the back of your truck. I seen a video in a motorcycle. Somebody riding a motorcycle got messed up from the lid of a cooler flying out back of the truck, hitting that motorcycle. Tie your stuff down. I tie my cooler down, threw the handles down, cinch it up with a rope. I use this for my 5-gallon bucket I've got. It's got a locking lid, and keep all my screws and stuff like that, nails in it. But man, that's a pretty good little haul right there. Somebody throwing stuff away, what can you use it for? It doesn't take out much room, you know. Put it up under your seat, the pocket in the back of your seat. In fact, I'm gonna put it back there now because I cleaned that out the other day. I use I hadn't found any good straight good tree limbs. I wanted to find a pin oak or something semi-hard wood to make me a walking stick. And if I don't find one, which I probably won't by the time I go home, I've got one I made out of cedar at home, and I'll show that to you when I get back. We're closing up shop here over the weekend, go home for a week for Christmas, and it's gonna be a much needed break. I've been on the road for a long time with just little breaks in between, so it's good to be back in Texas, closer to home. Take me about 5.5 hours away, and traffic, that's another video. But always look for stuff around. Like I said, if I find a kind of a straight limb to make a walking stick out of, I use these wood stakes these surveyors use when there's construction going on. You'll find them laying around stuff. I found a brand new one in Colorado before I left there, and It's got a point on it. So I sharpened it down just for trash. Pick up trash. Try to keep the area clean where I'm at. In fact, I'm looking at a bottle I'm picking to get here in a minute. But always train your mind to see trash or stuff like that as something being useful. To where you can utilize that is making things a little easier to get around, or make a shelter, tie stuff up, make a fishing line. Stuff like that. But you need to train your mind to see things beyond what it is. And I see a tree or I see a dead limb on the ground. Can it be a walking stick? Can it be a weapon? A throw stick? I gotta remember to bring that too. I don't know why but I just like having that. And I may bring my other pack or 2 or 3 or I don't know, we'll see. I try not to overload the trailer too much, but I can't store them. I need to bring my packs. I need to go through them. In fact, I need to go through my first original pack. But I see a limb on the ground, I see a walking stick, I see a weapon, some kind of tool, for digging. Make a spear out of it. Firewood, shelter. There's all kinds of things you use on stuff that if you don't think beyond what it is and see it for what it can be, then you'll have a problem if you was lost or have to bug out, take off, hide out, take shelter for a little while till things settle down, things like that. So you need to think about that. Old water bottles, things like that. You can take some water bottles and lay them along the path, cover them up with leaves or something like that, and if someone happens to be walking your direction, you can hear it. So it can be, in a sense, an alarm, or you can use it, put over tree limbs and tie it up, let the bottle hang down. Condensation will get you water. You can carry and store water in them, So there's a lot of things that you need to see things beyond what it is. And always somewhere, if you're around an area, if you live in the area, I know some land over there for sale. Man, I would love to have some of that. It's just thick, wooded area. It's got some old pin oaks on there. And something else I've noticed going south a little bit from here, I'm not far from the coast. They're just orange trees that have oranges on them. They're just kind of growing wild. And the old boy told me, he said, boy, they are good. And I haven't had the opportunity to get one yet. But just look at things and just go beyond what it is. There's a whole bunch of Johnson grass around the area. That makes a good bed, thatching for a shelter. Some of these them wood surveying sticks or whatever they call them, you can lash them together and make a bed out of it with some of that Johnson grass. You can take these water bottles and stuff you see on the side of the road and make twine out of it. You see it on YouTube and stuff. Just let your mind go wild, people. But I just want to share that with you. I'm not gonna be. I gotta run down the road a little bit. I had to stop by and check this area here. In fact, I gotta do some work on it. I got an open hole over here, and I always check the porta potties for the guys, make sure, and the girls, and make sure they're clean as they can be. You know, old school is like, you know, suck it up, you know, but we're in the 20th century. We need to, I try to accommodate the best I can, and make conditions the best I can for people. And it is, you know, a rough job, but still, I go that extra mile just to try to keep people, you know, as convenient as possible. But anyway, if I don't get back on, I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, and help those that are in need when you can. And always think about things other than what it actually is. And that way you'll be a step ahead in the event of a situation where you might have to survive, short term, long term, whatever. And hopefully you don't have to do that. Hopefully you just go out and just practice some of this, you know, then see what you can do with certain items, and do it with the family, have fun, you know. So hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you again, if I see you again, I'll tell you again. Learn some skills, make it fun, and be safe.